My friends, the magic industry is full of virginity, right? It's a sad thing. It's something that I mention way too much when it comes to magic videos, and people don't seem to understand what virginity is. They think, oh, hey, Piggy, I've gotten laid before. I'm not a virgin. You're wrong. The mere fact that you have to tell me that you've gotten laid before is virginity in and of itself. So virginity is to be a virgin. It's to care too much about something. It's to metaphorically put all your eggs in one basket. And when it comes to magic drama, it's part and parcel with what I define as virginity. Today we're going to be getting into some magic drama with a channel that just came out with a review on the heartbeat effect. So illusionist.com recently came out with a trick called Heartbeat by Juan Colas. Now the effect itself is one that is interesting. It's one that a lot of people thought was novel and new, where you get a pencil or a chopstick and you have somebody touch the tip of it on the bottom and you're able to send your heartbeat through this pencil. They feel it. It's a whole moment you have with them. You could hug them. You could finally get to feel what it's like to have a hug for once. And it's cool. It's dope. I like it. Now, as is with magic, typically, it's not a new trick. As a matter of fact, the exact same trick could be found in Jinx magazine. Now, this was a point brought up by Unbiased Magic Reviews, which is a channel that's dedicated to reviewing magic tricks in a way that's unbiased, according to, well, the name of the channel. Now, ordinarily, this wouldn't matter. This wouldn't matter at all. But Unbiased Magic Review left a comment on my channel about a year ago that says, stop revealing magic to the masses, you POS. For those of you guys that don't know, POS stands for piece of shit. Now here's the thing, if you're gonna call me a piece of shit, do it on the merits of my character. Do it because I've been using a microphone with no actual internals this entire video. But don't do it because I'm doing a voodoo trick tutorial online. So because of that comment is why I'm doing this video. Otherwise, I wouldn't care. Now, oddly enough, Craig Petty had some interaction with Unbiased Magic Review, which was a little bit negative, I would say. And Craig Petty ended up making a video saying, oh no, he's a great magic reviewer, all this and that. You should go follow him. I'm not going to be as apologetic because, again, the comment that I'm being salty about. Now, it's well known in the magic industry that nothing is new. Everything old is new again. Now, yes, you can make an argument that Illusionist has just packaged this effect that's already existed. They've slapped the price tag on it. They've released it as a single product release. They're raking in all the dough. But that's capitalism, baby. Whether or not Juan Colas independently came up with this idea, which was already invented previously in the Jinx magazine, that's irrelevant. I would ungenerously estimate that 99% of products sold today in magic are based on something that existed previously. It goes without saying that yes, you're gonna get way more value from a book than a single release product. But goddamn, nobody else has done it. I would consider myself to be a learned individual when it comes to magic tricks, and I've never seen it before. And you could see from the demo video on illusionist.com's website that they performed it for a lot of people that I would say are fairly knowledgeable when it comes to mentalism and magic. And they were shocked and surprised by the effect as well. As was I. I saw it in video form and I thought it's a very novel thing. It's not a normal thing to do. You have somebody grab a pencil, a pen, a chopstick, doesn't matter, and they could feel your heartbeat through this vessel. Now in the video that Unbiased Magic Review did, he goes through why this will not fool people that are in the medical industry. And he goes on to allude that, well, this is a farce by Illusionist, essentially, that they're coming up with this single item, whereas you could just buy the original, buy the book in Jinxed, and then get access to a whole bunch of other stuff. And this is a point that I think is dumb, because again, in the magic industry, everything old is new again. Everything that's out now that you think is brand new is based on something else. Now this is the exact same thing as was presented in a Jinx, but I didn't see anybody else rushing to the market for this particular trick, and as you could see, it's sold out 2 times over. So obviously there's demand for an effect like this regardless of where it came from. And if this is the case of independent creation, which is then later to be found to be something else from an old ass book from 100 years ago, well then, okay, update the website. Just write, hey, this effect was actually found in Jinx magazine. However, here's some touches by Juan that you can't find there. And here's some performance videos and something to actually make it worth it. But don't suggest to pull out the product. If that's the case and the precedent, then yeah, might as well pull out 99% of the shit that people come out with. So I just thought that was a dumb take. And again, I wouldn't have cared about it if it wasn't for that comment left on my channel. So yeah, I'm being petty. Now, just before anybody gets on their high horse, Illusionist and me don't have any relationship anymore. I made a couple videos for them a while back, and I'm not doing this video because of any existing relationship with Illusionist. If anything, I should be salty about my relationship with Illusionist because, well, they stopped asking me to make videos for them. But I'm not. Here I'm defending them because I think in this case, well, technically they're in the right. They did nothing wrong. Same thing would have happened if this came out with Penguin Magic or if somebody released it through Murphy's. Now, you don't have to agree with me. I could get why you would disagree with this particular take. However, if you agree with the notion set forth by Unbiased Review, then you are essentially agreeing to the notion that, well, if somebody comes out with something and then it's discovered that it was in a book from 100 years ago, you should take it off the market, which I think is a pretty dumb notion to have considering the state of magic. Everything's already been invented. The only thing that hasn't been invented are different presentations, different way to see things. Now, some advice at the end of the video. Usually I like to give little bits of banter. I always encourage you to check out my Patreon, the home of the PigCake Magic Academy, where you could learn a lot of stuff. You could learn a lot of stuff from holding a deck of cards to more advanced sleight of hand tricks, forces, moves, theory, all that's there. But that's not my advice at the end of the video. My advice, oh, right here, a kettlebell. You could do so much with a kettlebell. This one is 35 pounds. You could do squats, you could do snatches, you could do thrusters. You could do so much with this. And you pretty much don't need a gym. You don't need a gym. You could get jacked with a kettlebell. And I've just started to get into some serious kettlebell exercises, some squats. They're full body stuff. So if you're considering working out and you don't really want to pay for a membership, I suggest investing in a kettlebell or even a set of kettlebells. You don't even need two. You just need one and you're going to be good to go. So that's a fun tip if you guys want to shed the stereotype of being an ugly, disgusting magician and actually be fit.
I see you again. When 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 I see you again, when I see you again, when I see you again.